In this video, I will show you how to make an Easter quiet book page with a cute bunny, which is a finger puppet. Bunny has movable ears that are straight or funny flappy and soft fur on its belly. There are also flowers with buttons that can be detached with Velcro. Hidden in the grass are eggs with numbers, a basket where you can put them, and a large carrot. So grab the patterns and let's get started. We will need stiff felt, scissors, vanishing markers, clips, Velcro tape, hole punch, buttons, fur, and mulling. Prepare patterns with the title Bunny Page Part 1 and 2 and cut out all the patterns from Part 1 and the first pattern from Part 2. Place patterns on blue and green felt, outline shapes with vanishing marker, then cut them out along the drawn lines. Place grass on the base page. There is 4 mm from the bottom edge. We will start sewing from here to this place. At the beginning and end of sewing, sew forward and back and repeat 3 times. In the next step, place this element on top, 4 mm from the previous elements, and sew in the same way from here to this place. At the beginning and end of sewing, sew forward and back and repeat 3 times. Now please cut out the remaining patterns to make an ears. Place them on grey and pink felt, outline shapes and cut them out. Place pink element on the grey one in this place and sew them along the edge with pink thread. In the next step, prepare Velcro tape and Velcro pattern and cut out 4 pairs of Velcro with loop and hoop side. We will need only 2 pairs to make the ears. The remaining elements will be used later to make flowers. In this paper pattern, make holes in the places of dots. Place it on ears so that they overlap and draw dots in the places of holes. Place velcros with a loop side where the upper dots are and sew them along the edge. Velcros with a hoop side place on dots below and sew them along the edge. Place everything on gray felt and sew along the edge. The upper and lower threads are gray. Next, cut off excess felt along the edge of the ears. Now please prepare patterns with the title Bunny Page Part 3 and cut out patterns to make a head. Place them on right color of felt, outline shapes and cut them out. To cut off small or complex patterns, you can also use interfacing fabric with glue. At the top of the screen you will find a video where I explain how to make it step by step. In this paper pattern, cut out the inner shape. Then place it on white elements so that they overlap and draw the inner shape. Then cut it out. Place tooth and tongue under this element and secure it with clips. Then place everything on black felt to cover the hole and sew all the elements along the edge of the hole with white thread. Turn this element over and cut off excess black felt along the seam line. In the next step, place this paper pattern on white elements so that their upper edges overlap. And draw the shape of closed eyes with a disappearing marker in these two places. Now I will embroider eyes with black mulling. If you don't like embroidery, you can also use fabric marker. Place white element in the middle of the gray one and sew along the edge with white thread. Next, place nose here and cheeks on the sides and sew them along the edge with pink thread. Now please cut out patterns to make a belly. In this paper pattern, cut also the inner shape. Place pattern on gray felt and outline outer and inner shapes. Then cut them out. Place this pattern on the left side of fur and cut out its shape. It doesn't have to be very precise. Then place fur under the hole and secure it with clips. Then sew both pieces along the edge of the hole with gray thread. Now turn this element over and cut off excess fur along the seam line. Place head on the body and fasten it with clips. Then sew both pieces only where they meet, from here to this place with gray thread. Place ears under the head and secure them with clips. Then place everything on gray felt. We will start sewing from here to this place. At the beginning and end of sewing, sew forward, then back and repeat 3 times. Finally, cut off excess felt along the edge of the bunny. Cut out the remaining 2 patterns to make a carrot. Place them on orange and green felt, outline shapes and cut them out. Now I will draw lines on the orange element and then embroider it with beige muslin. In the next step, place green element under the orange one and secure it with clips. Then place everything on orange felt and sew along the edge. The upper and lower thread are orange. Next, cut off excess felt along the edge of the orange element. Now we will make a basket. Prepare patterns of the title Bunny page part 4 and cut out these two patterns. In this paper pattern, cut out also the inner shape. Place them on beige felt, outline outer and inner shapes with vanishing marker, then cut them out. Place these two elements on top of each other so that their lower edges overlap and fasten them with clips. We will start sewing from here to this place. At the beginning and end of sewing, sew forward, then back and repeat 3 times. In the next step, please cut out patterns to make an X. Place them on right color of felt, outline shapes and cut them out along the drawn lines. Place numbers on X in this way and sew them along the edge, matching the color of the thread to the color of the felt. Place the eggs on felt that matches their color and sew them along the edge. In the next step, cut off excess felt along the edge of the eggs. At the end, cut off patterns to make flowers. Place them on right color of felt, use interfacing fabric or outline shapes with vanishing marker, then cut them out. Place circles in the middle of these elements and sew them along the edge with green and pink thread. Next, place Velcro with a loop side that you prepared earlier in the center of these elements and sew them along the edge. Turn this element over, place flowers on it, and sew along the edge with orange and yellow thread. Next, cut off excess felt along the edge of the flowers. Prepare 2 buttons with a diameter of 50 mm and sew them in the center part of the flowers with double thread. Match the color of the thread to the color of the Velcro. Place flowers on the base page in these places and draw dots where the center of the Velcro touches the base page. Then place Velcros with a hoop side in these places and sew them along the edge. The remaining flowers place on the base page here, and then sew small buttons with a diameter of 10 mm in the center part. Remember to use 2 threads on the needle. If you want, you can also sew small buttons on the base page in any places. Remember to maintain a distance of at least 50 mm between a button and edge of the base page. Now we can finish the base page, place it on blue felt and sew along the edge with blue thread. The bottom thread is also blue. At the end, cut off excess thread along the edge of the base page. The bunny page is ready. Thank you very much for watching. I invite you to watch the other tutorials, and if you have any questions, feel free to write in the comments. Please like this video if it was helpful to you. See you in the next video. Bye bye!